As mentioned, the Nets were not told why Kyrie is out. Steve Nash was never told. As Jarrett Allen gets inside and puts it down. Or I should say, long-time Net fans notice the old-style uniforms that they are wearing. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Steve Nash going with the lineup where he shook things up the other day.
We can score and shoot threes out of the post play.
And the running one-hander. Bruce Brown back in the starting lineup. And the good touch by Jeff Green. And Shake Milton for Seth Curry, who comes off a red-hot game last night. Season when Allen Iverson and company began at 10-0. That was the season that the Sixers lost in the finals to the Lakers. Nice move by Prince, able to go glass. Embiid not able to hit on the spin, and Kyrie had a spectacular game the other night. Allen on the follow. Jarrett Allen.
And if I'm Doc Rivers, I really like the shots that we're getting from the three-point line to Danny Green and others. They've been good shots, pacing shots, and how about that? Look at how Doc Rivers has put this team in different positions to be successful. You never used to see a pick and roll with Simmons and Embiid. Same play, pick and roll on the baseline, Embiid and Simmons. What happens? A different shot, a wide open look.
Oh, LeVert on the drive.
He has a game that if he keeps under control, he can play it like a playground game, meaning using his one-on-one ability to get other people involved.
There's Milton. Lost it. Shamet with the steal. Shamet tried the reverse and score.
A leader in the practice area, and on that defensive end, he's a terror.
And a foul by Howard on Chiozza. Here's Chiozza off the fake, try to pull it back. Harris for three, yes.
That's what Harris can do.
Oh, Howard blows the stuff. This is Chiozza, the open floor, and Harris converts. Harris has scored the last 8 points for the Nets. There's Harris, found an opening and scores. Nice spin by Shake Milton, but he is blocked. Harris lost his footing, finds Brown, and he hits and draws the foul.
I guess he and Simmons make a great pair because Simmons does not have not one mid-range bucket this year. He went to work in LA as the Clippers got traded to Detroit and went to work there. And you understood last year, he's just trying to find his way. And if he ever gets loose, he's going to be a problem. And speaking of a problem, Kenny Anderson.
Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Nets and Sixers meeting for the first time this season. Joe Harris.
Good job that time getting in the passing lanes for the steal. Green, and Harris repays him a favor.
LeVert on the drive. Milton for Embiid. Lost it. He went right at Allen, lost it off the dribble. Here comes LeVert putting the speed on. Jeff Green, yes.
I asked him about these tie-dye uniforms because they're so ugly, and he told me, he said, we hated them. We didn't even want to wear them when we first got them. He said, then we traded for Petrovic. Great finish right there by LeVert on the break. He's giving them away free. That's what he just told me.
Just doing some business.
Hey, I got to give the fans what they want. We're missing Kyrie out here. We're missing a couple names, but Harris is not missing the threes. This is his 70th. Probably one of the largest massacres in the United States if that were black and brown people walking up there. We did see that entitlement, but shout out to the players, WNBA and NBA players that are letting their voices heard.
And as it turns out, President-elect Joe Biden actually echoed the exact statement that was made by Doc Rivers in a speech earlier today. Nets back in possession. Jeff Green goes back rim on the long rebound. Allen gets it, finds LeVert.
Some of this competition and players that have got the big names.
LeVert nearly lost it. Sixers wanted a turnover. Prince. Oh, wow! Taurean Prince.
Nice rotations out of that double team.
First miss of the quarter for Philly. Harris drives in, switches hands, gets his hands on it, scoops it up, and scores on the interior.
That is his 4th personal. And finally, Luwawu Cabarrot. They've led by as many as 16. They're up here by 12.
If you're Philly, you need to be careful right now. The Nets are feeling themselves. They're taking a couple good shots, just missed them. And on a play like that, starting to feel themselves.
Happy about the turnovers being committed. You saw another one just right there, leading to the bucket by Prince. Played briefly in the first half. Rookie out of Purdue, two-way player. Catch and shoot. Final seconds of the third. Harris puts the move on. Running one-hander is good. 0.2 of a second to go. So that is the end of the third quarter.
On the offensive end?
Yeah, and you know, they have the #1 defense in the league right now with Joe back there around the rim. You know, we got to try to get some opportunities in transition. We've turned them over a little bit tonight, but
a lot of times when the coach stays with the bench, he's sending the starters a message. Harris is just sending every defender a message saying, I can knock down threes no matter how the D is. But and again, we hope everything with Kyrie is okay first and foremost. Nash and staff, you just wonder how this would play out. But first and foremost, you just hope that everything is okay with Kyrie, his family, and others. Mark, not only did he look at the line, he looked at the defense and said, okay, no one's going to come out here and just give me just a wide open look. I'll knock it down.
Chioza.
LeVert backs it out. Luwawu Cabarrot gets the step. Inside, Jarrett Allen with the finish. Pretty setup by TLC.
His guys aren't getting it in the spots that they're comfortable in, which is better for your team's offense as a whole.
That was number 5 on Embiid. 5 fouls for Embiid as LeVert was able to get in. Try to tip it. Ends up in the hands of LeVert.
That's all Allen. That's all Allen. And look at him get back down the floor on the other end. He stayed vertical on one end, not to get a big foul.
NBA Pick'em Primetime Picks. Make your predictions now. Play free at NBA.com/Pick'em. Brian Anderson, Grant Hill will have it all for you. 3-pointer for Howard. Coming in contact with someone who tested positive for the coronavirus. And told it's looking good that he'll be able to return as Landry Shamet is able to knock it down.